Good morning, Commissioners. Mitch Lincoln on behalf of Sheriff Elder. I'm the Bureau Chief of Detentions at the Sheriff's Office. I just wanted to give you a quick update, if I could. I know you have a very full agenda today, so I'll be brief. November 16th through the 18th, we did have our American Correctional Association audit, so I wanted to show you a quick video taken from our outbrief, if you'll allow me to show that.
I had the opportunity to review the first portion of the standards that dealt with safety, security, order, and care. And I can say without a doubt that your staff meets all of the expectations of ACA in those areas. And I commend you for a job well done. I say that it's ongoing. It is a team effort. It starts from the top, in my opinion. It starts from the top and it trickles down. And what I see in the ranks is truly a reflection of the sheriff. And I just commend sheriffs across the nation for their continued effort in this process. So I say thank you, job well done, and remember, it starts when we walk out the door all over again. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I don't want to single anybody out, but obviously I did medical and mental health and dental, and they, along with the assistance of your security staff, have done a marvelous job. It's a very difficult inmate population. It's triggers a lot of memories for me, more from my mental health background, but it's a very difficult population, and you all are doing a fantastic job, as my colleague said. And I will take this opportunity on both their behalfs to say thank you for your service, all the veterans.
I will take a minute to give you the outcome. This is the Adult Local Detention Facilities 4th Edition, 2014 Standard Supplement. El Paso County Criminal Justice Center, November 15th through 17th, 2015. Michelle Van Duzen, chairperson, Karen Bowden, and Ann Kutka, members. Of the mandatory standards, there are 60. Of those, we found one that was not applicable, so made a total of 59. Of the 59, you were 100% in your mandatories. In your non-mandatories, there is a total of 323. We found that 16 of those were non-applicable, so that made a total of 307. Of those, we found only 2 in non-compliance, which were the same that you had the last time. So that is a total of 305. That made 99.3%. There you go. I'd also like to take a minute to thank your accreditation team. They're doing a wonderful job, and for your first time, you're doing great. We gave them a few recommendations on some things that might make it a little easier for them, but they are working very well together, and they need a round of applause. Having done it for so many years myself, I understand what it is, and it's an ongoing process. We can't walk out the door today. It starts again tomorrow, so just remember that. And thank everyone for everything that you are doing.
We will receive our accreditation in January in New Orleans. So we're very pleased. It's a 3-year accreditation. We had to postpone that twice this year. As you recall, we had some issues with our kitchen. So in light of the 4+ months where we cooked outside, we got our ACA accreditation done, and we're very pleased with those results. I might add real quickly, the 2 standards that we did not meet have to do with the physical limitations of CJC, square footage of cells, and numbers of showers. So we're very, very pleased with that. Just very quickly, I wanted to bring you up to speed on a few numbers for this year as of December 1st. Our average daily population is currently sitting at 1,554. Last year, for the whole year, we were 1,483, so we're up about 4.8% in that. Our average length of stay so far year to date is at 23.5, and that is down slightly from 2014, where we were at 27.25. We did set a couple of notable records this year. Our overall jail record was set on September 8th of 1,743 inmates. We also set a female record on October 10th of 339. So we're very, very busy down there, despite the construction projects that we've had going on in our accreditation process. In addition, we continue our partnership with DHS on the Medicaid project. Since that project started August 3rd, we have spoken to 4,050 inmates upon release, of which 1,822 of those were eligible for Medicaid, 45% of the total. Of those, 491 people were enrolled right there on the spot. And I'm very pleased to say since January, we have saved the taxpayers a total of $567,000 in off-site hospital costs because of Medicaid picking that up. We are expanding that program. The hours as of January 1st are in the next month or so from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. In addition, and you'll hear more about this in just a moment, we are also in partnership with DHS at the first of the year going to be able to start creating off-site medical appointments for those people getting out at no cost to them. So we're very, very pleased with that. And as you know, that should in turn assist us eventually with off-site medical cost and just the overall health of our inmate population as people reoffend. And we expect to see those cost savings continue to increase. Are there any questions?
Commissioner Clark.
I don't really have any questions. I just wanted to thank you for working so well with our Department of Human Services and trying to deal with this, because the mental health issue, obviously, you know, is better than anyone what a high population and the additional cost it is for those with mental illness. And when they get out of jail, then they can end up right back in jail if they're not enrolled and can't stay on their meds. You stabilize them and then they're back out and end up back in the system again. So I just want to thank you for looking, all of you, Sheriff and Department of Human Services and all of those others involved with regard to trying to reduce the recidivism and deal with a mental illness in jail, because jail's not the best place for these folks.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And the judicial system is a part of that too, and we're, you know, trying to work on the pretrial services program and get that built up again, and really work at this from all different angles. So the partnership we value very much with the Sheriff's Office.
Thank you. We value that partnership as well. I concur with your statements, Commissioner Clark. As you heard the auditor on that video say, we have a very, very high acuity level of mental health individuals in our custody. So we are very eager to partnership and work in any aspect that we can to reduce that population, because they don't belong in jails. You're right.
Can you just quickly explain what the accreditation means for us here? I mean, it's great that we have it, but what does that mean to the average citizen here? Is it credibility? Is it just a sense of confidence? What other things are
all of those things
important?
It shows that we are doing best practices in the field of corrections and detentions. It strengthens our liability potential, our defense against liability, rather. But most importantly, it shows that we are doing things professionally, along with accepted practices, and we are very pleased to have had that for, I want to say, just over 20 years now, without fail. So this one is good for another 3 years, but as you heard the auditor say in the video, it starts the day after. You can't, let your hair down and relax. You have to continue to maintain those standards of professionalism. So thank you.
Thanks.
Commissioner Heisey.
Mitch, I would like to congratulate the entire Sheriff's Office in their in what it took to make this all happen. I was kind of doing the math and realized that we're about 50 weeks into a new sheriff here, and there were a lot of challenges and the physical challenges as well. You mentioned the kitchen, and you sure don't want you're happy to let your auditors know we have this issue going on, but that's not the time you want them in there. So I felt like applauding when they were applauding on the video. So well done, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you.